Welcome all y'all to Happy Lies, Sad Truths. It's sponsored by Big on Successful Stuff Clothing. If it ain't ice white, it ain't right. And Dr. Green's Holistic and Wellness. Get high the healthy way. Look, man, let me tell y'all something, man. For the ones who don't want to tell y'all, or the youngsters who just think it's a game or it's cute, the game is a wrap. People been snitching for a long time now. This shit ain't nothing new. This is what you gotta tell you. This is what you gotta ask yourself, man. Ask yourself, who would you give your life for? Right now, who can call you and you not who you'll go ride for, because that's easy. Go, I'm talking about God, going to put in work for it. And most of the time, most people putting in work with their partners because they hang every day. It ain't because of love. Who would you lay your life down for? Leave your kids, your mama, your children, everything you got, and die for. Or go sit in a room as big as your bathroom for the next 40 years for them. And you think of that person that you would do that for. And understand this. It's just that many people that'll do it for you. Because let me explain something to you. Even back when I was growing up, when you couldn't just tell on motherfuckers and hang out. Yeah, you told on the motherfucker you keep your ass from over in the set. Believe that your ass is grass. And that was also a time where you couldn't just say that somebody is a snitch without bringing the paperwork. Because if you did, your ass would be dealt with. You understand me? That's where the game is different. And you really had people. I mean, motherfuckers been telling for a long time, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just now it's like it's cool. Like you can tell and go back to the hood and be the man. And most of the time, the snitches that's in your hood is the killers. And the motherfuckers that's known for chunking them and all that, them be the rats. Them the worst kind. You understand what I'm saying? But nobody talk about them because they know the consequences of it. Until somebody come home from prison that know them, you know what I'm saying? All you gotta do is just follow your turfs, your set wherever you from, the follow the history. That's all you got to do. It's the same everywhere. Ain't nobody city or state different, man. Although in the South, motherfuckers was telling down there that shit been going on. Like you know, talking about when motherfuckers telling and still hang out and all that shit. But now it's like that everywhere. And understand this, man. Nobody give a fuck up. Ain't no love. I mean, if you find somebody that genuinely love you, man, hold on to it, but don't believe it. You know what I mean? Because honestly, man, don't nobody ain't nobody that like motherfuckers don't love the set no more. I'm talking about literally love the set, like really lay their life down for the set. I ain't talking about, of course, motherfuckers still getting killed. I'm talking about knowingly dying for that motherfucker, willingly. You know what I mean? Because they really love they set. Like when I was a kid, me, my brother, and my cousin, a motherfucker can diss the set on Manchester and Western, man. And we can be on Manchester and Normandy and we'll hear that shit. Be a real business. Motherfucker love this shit, man. I'm talking about I'm talking about loved it. Motherfucker got suspended from elementary school and got the shit beat out of me because the teacher wanted us to read Lady in the. So just imagine how young I had to be then. So that's elementary school, man. Motherfuckers really love this shit. But even then, our older people was telling us like, you know what I'm saying, like older people that really cared about us, like X-Con and Rayford and Big Frog. They said, tell us, man, that this shit ain't about nothing, man. And them is the motherfuckers who started this shit. But motherfucker didn't listen. So the moral to this, what I'm talking about today is like how they got all this uh this person to rad, this person to rad, that listen here, man. Let me tell you something, man. A motherfucker that got millions, man, and they living a life, man. All that I won't tell shit sound good. But the true fact is this. Anybody that breaks the law know this. Anybody that breaks the law know this. When you go to jail, they read you your rights. And then, I mean, I don't know how they do it in other states. I know in the states that I've been to jail in, Virginia, Alabama, Mississippi, California, all the places I'd have been to jail in, them motherfuckers read you your rights once you're arrested and they ask you if you want to talk to them. I ain't never been just set in the interrogation room. But if you do, and when they first start talking to you, the first thing you supposed to say is lawyer. Yeah, I want my lawyer, man. Yeah, I ain't got nothing to talk about. Yeah. But in California, they ask you, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to talk, and they walk your ass to that cell. You are never supposed to talk to the police about nothing. Period. Not trying to lie your way out of shit. When I was growing up, and you went to jail, like you went to jail with a group of motherfuckers timed how long it took you. Like Lenox Sheriff Department, they used to have to walk you across the parking lot from the main jail to where the detectives is, and they stand you right there in the doorway. It shouldn't take you no more than 5-10 minutes for you to tell them motherfuckers no, and your ass back in the main building, dog. Period. It's just that simple. It's nothing to talk about once they got them bracelets on you. Period. Nothing. You know what I'm saying? And me personally, I always be I be in such a bad mood. Like my day just be so fucked up. Fuck y'all, man. I ain't got nothing to talk about. But motherfuckers, the game is a wrap. Motherfuckers in LA can tell, man, and go back to the set and be killers. Man, you know what I'm talking about? And hang out. Yeah, and push lines. You know what I'm talking about? Real business. And motherfuckers know they told. Motherfuckers can say that people like real business, the real rules of this shit, man. You're not supposed to say nobody told without the paperwork. Just like this shit that's going on social media right now. It's easy to do. Just nip this shit in the bud. Go to the court building, nigga, and get their paperwork. Get the transcripts that was conducted in court. Everything they used in court, go and get it. If they used the interrogation in court, they'll give you a flash drive of that interrogation. I know they used to give you the CD, so I'm just assuming they'll give you a flash drive. They ain't giving you shit. You got to pay for this shit, though. You know what I'm saying? You get the whole it's public record. It's public record. It's just that simple. If a motherfucker told, all you got to do is go and get the paperwork. Now, true indeed, motherfuckers can tell them there don't be no paperwork based off the way they told. But the thing about it is, this is what you got to understand, man. I done seen mothers tell on motherfuckers, brothers, cousins, man. Motherfuckers ain't willing to go sit down and do the rest of their life for nobody, especially when you catch them RICO cases. Because see, like them RICO cases is so fucked up. It's like they arresting you and indicting you for shit because you hang with this person enough time. Like y'all might not hang every day, but y'all freakers, y'all talk to each other. What's up? Hey, hey. So you getting caught in today bullshit. So you gotta ask yourself, man, when you go sit and do a life for a murder and some racketeering and all that shit that you ain't have, that you didn't benefit nothing from, you ain't had nothing to do with it, it's just because this your partner and y'all chill. And you be in a spot where all that group of people be at. And ask yourself, would you go sit down? I mean, real business. It's some cats that will. You know what I'm saying? It's some real. I know a whole bunch of motherfuckers that have been in jail for other motherfuckers, man. Because you can't just. It's an oath you take when you start gangbanging. You can't just say because this nigga, which is wrong. I ain't saying it's right. Because like I said, if a motherfucker, my thing is this: if me and you together and you throw your motherfucking gun and they find it and they ask who gun is it, and you should take your shit. Period. We shouldn't both go to jail. And if you love me, you shouldn't want us both to go to jail. Period. Bottom line. It's just that simple. If we was all together and committed a crime, then that's a different ball game. But if somebody you love get picked up for a homicide or some drugs or something that you know they ain't had nothing to do with it and it's your shit, you should take that case. And your homie should make you take that case. It's just that simple, but it don't go like that. Now, motherfucker, like I said, motherfuckers is telling. Like you got all these motherfuckers that's going on right now. Young Thug, Rallo, QNCP, and Lil Baby, and all the motherfuckers they talking about. If you want to know what these motherfuckers said, them motherfuckers went to trial. They took a deal, like Young Thug and them took a deal, but they still went through the trial process. So all that court transcript shit, everything that was said in court, is all public record. If they use the interrogations that other motherfuckers did, that shit is public record. You want to know if a motherfucker told? Go get the paperwork. And when motherfuckers' names is extracted, got them dark ass lines, you know them motherfuckers did something or said something that they don't want to make record because quiet is a lot of people don't know this unless you've been through it. They don't have to tell you who told on you if they're snitching still is helping them with ongoing investigations. They got like 10 years. Because when I caught in 98, when I caught the Fed case, I know who told on me based off the story they told. Because I tell people stories just to tell them, just in case if somebody tell on me, I know who told on me based off what they told. Based off the shit they done said, the shit that I know exactly who told. But with my attorney, when we was going to trial, my attorney like, yeah, we want to question this motherfucker. But, and they had to put the petitions in and all that. But the judge decided not to make them present them because they was helping with ongoing investigations. And then even after 10 years, when they supposed to have to get that shit up, he was still helping them with investigations, man. Understand this, man. Motherfucker, like, and then it's another thing. Motherfuckers that's from, like, I know everywhere the same now. Motherfuckers that's from these sets and all that, these motherfuckers, most of these motherfuckers didn't even grow up over there where they from. See, when we grew up, 97% of every motherfucking body that's from the set lived in the set, grew up in the set, was over there. Motherfuckers really, we said that we spent the night at each other's houses, ate breakfast. My mama knew they mama, they daddy knew my, you know what I'm saying? Everybody was like, we was like cousins. You know what I'm saying? Like real business, we was like first cousins. So that's a different narrative on telling on motherfuckers. And like I said, when we was growing nigga, you couldn't tell and come back to the hood. You come bring your ass over to you, is done. And you couldn't be saying nobody could snitch without paperwork. Understand this, man. These motherfuckers, like my son is like my youngest adult son. Well, my second youngest adult son is, I think, 25, 26. When these dudes was kids, him and his partners, he had 3 dudes he hung with every single day, man. I'm talking about every single day. One of his partners had 2 cheeseburgers, 2 big ass large orders of fries, and a big ass soda. His homeboy asked him for some fries. This nigga told him no. He's like, nigga, you knew I was going to. I'm sitting up there. They in my kitchen. I'm sitting there like, bro, you not finna give your homeboy no French fries? Are you serious? Because I'm saying to myself, if this motherfucker won't share his French fries, what makes you think this motherfucker won't tell on you? What makes you think this motherfucker will die for you? What makes you think he'll take a bullet for you? He won't even give you no fucking French fries. Now, true indeed, this motherfucker that wouldn't give him the French fries told on all their ass. My son was already in prison, so he lucked out. But the rest of them, he told on all the motherfuckers. But I told them niggas then. I took their ass to the Redondo Beach Pier, let them get seafood, eat good, and I told my son in front of them niggas, this nigga right here is envious of you. This nigga right here y'all his freedom, because he can't do the shit he do with y'all at his mama house. But he got license, so my son knew the only way he can drive the car I bought him is if he had license, and he ain't gonna get his license, so he got his friend to drive. So it's like I explained to him, man, and just like now, y'all got all this shit going on online. Do you know, like, true indeed, it's not really being dealt with in these in these streets as far as like what you're doing. But when you hit them prison yards on them level 4s with them old niggas that still run this motherfucker, you gonna answer for that shit, man. Especially if the motherfucker you saying is telling ain't telling. Real business. And you gotta know this, man. Let me explain something to you, man. These dudes y'all niggas hanging with, they don't listen here, man. If a motherfucker got millions of dollars and he not putting you on, he using you for something. And he don't give a fuck about you. That's just reality. He don't give a fuck about you like that. You might be cool to hang around because you get the females, or you will do this or you will do that. But a mother like me, if I got millions of dollars, the only people I'm fucking with is people that I want to see win. Everybody I'm fucking with, I want to see them win. I'm gonna put them in the game on whatever narrative that I'm on. I'm gonna know the position that they can play, and I'm gonna put them in it. Now, if they don't want to do it, then I ain't even fucking with them no more. It's no need for us to even hang around. But understand this, man. These are the easiest things you can do. Go lock yourself in your bathroom. If you don't have the discipline to do it yourself, go tell your mama, somebody you respect. Go tell somebody you respect to lock you in the bathroom, and no matter what, don't let you out until 23 hours from now. Understand, if you can't do that, nigga, you can't go sit in no cell for the rest of your life. It's just that simple. And think about this. The way you feel, understand the people that you hang with feel the exact same way, man. My grandmama used to tell me, like, you can tell if a female really love you based off how you feel about her. Think about it. All you got to do, if you old enough, man, all you got to do is think in your brain. When you start, like, if you was dealing with a female, when you start not liking that person, like the shit they doing, like when they hug you or kiss you or y'all fucking, it's not even the same feeling. And then you talk to them later on in the game and talk about it, they felt the same way. That's how life is with everybody, man. When you start feeling funny about somebody, they feeling funny about you. Cause it's something. It's a reason why. It's not paranoia. It's a reason why you feel like you might take you 20, 30 years to find it out. If your brain allow you to go that far. But me, if my gut tell me you a foul motherfucker, I ain't fucking with you. You ain't mean you could be on the best of fucking terms, man. If I feel something foul, I'm cool because I know it's gonna happen. Now, understand, you gotta get to a certain age to figure this stuff out, man. You understand me? You want to believe this and you want to believe that. And when people tell you this is what this is and this is what that is, you automatically be like, man, nigga. But once you live a life, man, and you pay attention to shit, you know it to be true. And once you, like, if you 30 years old, man, 30, if I really want to say 25, but I'm noticing the shit that 25-year-old, 30-year-olds is doing, we was 12, man. Literally, this real talk. We was 12, man. Motherfuckers had Cutlasses and Regals and Cadillacs on Dayton's and Laces and putting in work and all kind of shit at 12 and 13 years old, man. You understand what I'm saying? So, but all you gotta do is pay attention to history. It's been around long enough now that you can go back and document what to do and what not to do and what worked and what didn't work. At the end of the day, man, you might got, like, listen to him. Don't get me wrong. You may have a loyal friend in your circle, but if it's 5 of y'all, I guarantee you, 3 of them motherfuckers will tell on your ass in a heartbeat. The 4th one might take, it might take but or he might stay solid. But I guarantee you, 3 of them. And I watch motherfuckers like today, man. And like I said, I ain't saying young niggas or none of that, because ignorance is airborne. Real business. And due to the fact that the younger generation is doing it, they're doing it and they see they getting away with it, that's because the older motherfuckers that's still in them situations is allowing that shit. When we grew up, the big homies was not going for the nigga. I don't give a fuck what you did, motherfuckers. Nigga, you that meeting on Sunday, man. Look, Saturday, man, is cracking. There's no repercussions to this shit, man. And the only way you gonna get this shit right is to start knocking motherfuckers down for violating street rules. It's just that simple. When motherfuckers know it's reaper, just like with Donald Trump with that goddamn Washington D.C. You see, Washington D.C. ain't had no murder in 2 weeks. Y'all niggas, motherfuckers get to smashing on motherfuckers for violating street rules. You'll weed out the niggas that's not heart not in it. They'll stop fucking around. Because motherfuckers like we grew up where I'm from, where we grew up, motherfuckers used to be scared to come to the set, man. Motherfuckers, we used to have to make motherfuckers come to the north and go on the set. Man, look here, man. Motherfuckers used to, yeah. Because motherfuckers know the set trippers is set tripping. It don't make no difference what you did yesterday, what you did today. You dig what I'm saying? I'm not saying none of this shit is right or wrong, but to establish rules and establish this program the way that it's supposed to be, you have to enforce them. But in actuality, motherfuckers don't enforce them because they know it's not nothing positive coming from this shit, man. Oh, you got history, man. You gotta, I don't look. The only ballers that's still balling from back in the day, that's out and free and alive right now, is the motherfuckers who was rich and nobody knew it was them. I know 2 motherfuckers like that. But nobody knew. I used to be like, what's the point of getting all this paper, man, if you're not going to enjoy it, man? That was my thing. What's the point? You know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of things that kept me free all them years is because I was on the run. But if I wouldn't have been on the run, the motherfucker was fair game. A motherfucker probably be just now coming home from prison or stuck in that motherfucker, man. You know what I mean? So it's a learning process, man. So that's why I don't preach to these young motherfuckers. When I see young homies that I love, I got love for. I tell them I see the game they in, and I just give them game. I don't tell them not to do it or do it. You know what I'm saying? But the reason why I got on this live, man, is to really say this, man. Motherfuckers, don't be surprised about motherfuckers telling. Because the question is that all you gotta ask yourself is, who would you give your life up for? I'm talking about jump in front of a bullet and die for. Who? Who would you go and do 100 years for? Leave your mama, leave your kids, leave your girl, leave your car, your jewelry, all the money you making and all that, and set it down and say, fuck all this. Who would you do that for? Which one of your homies would you? I'm talking about honestly. You ain't got ask yourself. You can't lie to yourself. Ask yourself, who the fuck would you do that for? Who would you say fuck your kids for? Who would you say fuck your mama for? Who would you say fuck your girl for? Who would you say fuck all the money that you got and everything for? You'll give it up right now, like it was Jesus. Who? And if you don't know nobody that you would do that for, believe me, they won't do it for you. Believe that. And another thing that y'all that be out here just running y'all mouths and saying certain little slick stuff about, understand this. When you do hit, see, a lot of dudes go to prison and hit them level 1s, them CCFs and level 2s and shit. So they be able to skate past the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So they tell you these slick stories and all that. But when you hit them real yards, them level 4s, them 180s and all that shit, man, with the right dudes, you gonna answer for that shit, man. Yeah, believe that. A lot of like I be talking to my cousin, he got it forever. And he like, man, this shit's so watered down, but he been in there so long. You dig what I'm saying? So to him, yeah, but to a motherfucker that ain't never been, motherfucker, hey, look here, man. Ain't no motherfucker, ain't nobody above the game, man. When you hit them level 4s, man, you answer for this shit, man. They politic on your ass. They ain't got nothing else to do. And especially if you got forever, they'll sit on your ass 5, 10 years plotting against your motherfucking ass the whole time. And seeing the motherfucker you closest with at your head, man, for some shit you did 10, 15, 20 years ago, man. Yeah, and like I said, I'm not preaching to a motherfucker, man. I'm just telling y'all the facts. And the reason why I'm speaking on it because it's all over social media. This person snitched, this like Young Thug saying all that slick shit. But this is the thing. If that's Cuz voice in that interrogation room, he may not have snitched, but in actuality, you still violated street rules. Because one thing is for certain, you're not supposed to be talking to the detectives about nothing. Nothing. Especially without no lawyer. But that don't necessarily mean that nigga snitched. He could be just like a lot of you motherfuckers think y'all smarter than them pigs and go in there and try to tell lies and stories to clear shit up, to give them misdirection, not understanding that they went to school for this shit. The same lie and game you telling, they hear this shit all day, every day. And for the last 20, 30 years, ain't nothing new under the sun, man. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, man, honestly, that's all. Like I said, all you gotta do is ask yourself those questions and understand this, man. A motherfucker you ain't like. I was gonna say a motherfucker you ain't grew up with, that you ain't been knowing your whole life, ain't finna go down for you, nigga. But motherfuckers that you grew up with your whole life and they're down your ass too and fuck over you. Most of the time, the motherfuckers who don't tell be the motherfucker you least expect. The one you expect to tell be the one that don't tell. Them niggas that be around there killing shit, murdering motherfuckers, knocking niggas out in the park and all that shit. Them niggas be the ones. You gotta ask yourself this: how can a nigga been killing motherfuckers for 10 years, man? And you know who people they kill. So if you know it and you wasn't there, you better fucking believe the police know it. Real business. So, how do a motherfucker kill for 10 years and don't go to jail for nothing? How do a nigga sell dope his whole life? I ain't talking about weed. I'm talking about real drugs. Yes, real, like the white girl and the boy, and you know what I'm talking about? And never did no prison time. How is that possible? Nobody's that good with crime. Motherfuckers is telling you ain't been to prison at all. No probation, no parole, no nothing, no house arrest, no. You already know. Either they telling or somebody close to them telling. It's just reality, man. It's the truth. It's the truth, man. And people don't be wanting to believe it. But you a fucking I don't know, man. I was gonna say you're a fucking fool, but it's you beyond the fucking fool. So understand this, man. Even if you people really want to know who told, like if Jeffrey is so important to y'all and y'all really want to know if he told, all you got to do is fly to Georgia, go to the county court building where he was going to jail at, and pay for the paper, pay for the paperwork. It's that simple. It's public record. If everything that was said in court and everything they used in court to get the convictions they got is going to be in that paperwork. And that goes for everybody. Rollo, if QCP, if P told on somebody and y'all know the case, all you got to do is get the case. Unless the person took a deal before trial. But once the trial is open, all that shit that's in court is in there. That's why I said you can get Jeffrey, because he took a deal, but they took that shit so far. Motherfuckers was, you know what I mean? So that's all you gotta do. Just like the nigga who they say that did the 10 years for shooting up the bus. If y'all want to know if Young Thug told on that nigga, go get Cub paperwork. And it's gonna say everything that was said in that fucking court hearing. It's just that simple. But understand this: just because a motherfucker told, don't necessarily mean he gonna be on the paperwork. Motherfuckers can make statements, but if they make them statements and they utilize that shit in court, then you can get that information. That's why you get motherfuckers that don't take deals. You know what I'm saying? Like how the mommies be like, no deals. They don't. It's not because they don't want to take a deal. 2 reasons you don't take deals. You don't take a deal because you can't appeal your case if you take a deal. That's 1. 2, if you take a deal, you will never know who told on you. You won't know the evidence that they got and where they got it from. You gotta fight that shit so you'll know who told on you and everything. They gotta give you everything. They got to. Even if it take 10, 15 years from now for you to get it, they still gotta release that shit, man. But I'm not gonna hold y'all, man. Happy lies, sad truths, man. It's look, youngsters and old dudes, because you know ignorance is airborne. This shit is a rap. So when you breaking the law with these niggas, just know that every person you break the law in front of is a potential rat. And it's cool to you can tell now and get rich. Look at these niggas that telling niggas they get on these they paying these niggas 5,000, 10,000 to come sit on their podcast and talk. And once they done already told, shit, nigga, they telling everything on these podcasts. But at any rate, man, if you love and cherish yourself, man, ask yourself those questions, man. Who would you die for? Who would you say fuck your kids for? Who would you say fuck your mama for? Who would you say fuck your girl for? And fuck all your money and all the hustling and all the shit you got going on and say fuck everything for them. Who would you do that for? And however many names you come up with, that's how many motherfuckers will do it for you. Not necessarily, but I'm just saying, at least that's a better option. And I guarantee you, motherfuckers that grew up like now, and even the motherfuckers that grew up a long time, they don't got no love for each other no more. Motherfuckers fell out over bitches, man. Just think, the biggest gang war that's been escalated, all the beefs that's in LA right now. A-Train Gangsters and Roller 60s escalated those, every single beef that's in LA right now, as far as Crips is concerned. It may not initially, but the big initially started from that. But the big picture is every hood that get along with them niggas don't get along with the A-Trains, and everybody that get along with the A-Trains don't get along with the 60s. So all them niggas over there, and then all the little small beefs that broke off. It all started from that over a female. 2 niggas fighting. And I mean, it's a long story. I mean, it ain't no long story. It's simple. It's the same shit everywhere. The bottom line is, motherfuckers don't give a fuck about you, man. And the sooner you realize that, the better, man. Because, like my daddy always say, never let your right hand know what your left hand doing, or never let your left hand know what your right hand doing. Whatever way you want to put it. The whole point is, man, all you got to do is use your head for more than a hat rack, and you'll know, man. These bitches, these niggas, they only love themselves, man. Like you should love yourself. But like I said, man, bottom line, happy lies, sad truths, man. Sponsored by Big on Successful Stuff. Clothing. If it ain't ice white, it ain't right. And Dr. Green's Holistic and Wellness. Get high the healthy way, man. Till next time, peace.